Hey guys, Rob Caputo for another episode of Talking with Cars, and today what we're going to do is we're going to look at this Etenwolf, right? This Etenwolf Helios J1 jump starter. This thing is a beast for the size. It's unbelievable, right? So it's 2000, it's called the Boost 2000 Etenwolf jump starter. This thing is 2000 amps, 2000 amps. It basically has a capacity of 59.2 watt hours. It's an IP65, so rain resistant and dust resistant. You know, obviously don't dunk it in water, but you know, it's definitely resistant. Charging speed is 30 watts on a fast charger, input and output. Safety features, there's 9 types of protection against misoperation and spark. So that's good. It's like super safe. You can give it to your family members, you know, like your kids and stuff like that, and not feel worried that they're going to like disconnect this in the wrong way, because it'll tell you. It's got a digital screen on it. So let's do this. Let's open this thing up. Let's learn a little bit more about it, see what it comes with. It comes with the charger itself, or I mean the jump starter itself. It comes with the user manual, battery clamps. Hopefully these battery clamps are a little bit longer than the other charger that I reviewed. So we're going to double check that and see what that's about. It comes with a USB-A to USB-C cable and a drawstring bag, so for carryability. You can kind of bring it in your car, protect it, and all that. So this is pretty cool. Let's open this up. Let's see what it's all about. Remove this plastic. You know, and everything that Etenwolf does, and all the products that I've reviewed thus far, they're packaged really well. You know, I mean, they look good. It's very professional. And the other thing that really kind of blew me away is that they have, they test it and they certify it by hand, and they leave a card in here. So I'm curious to see if there's like a quality control card in this one also. So that'd be pretty cool. Don't know if there is one or not, but we'll find out. Let's see here. And I'll put a link for this below for the Etenwolf. I'm not an affiliate, but you can get these on Amazon. So I do get a little piece of the pie when you order these. I don't have a coupon code or anything like that, but yeah, so here it is. How heavy is this thing? So they say that this thing is 785 grams, which is about I weighed it on my scale. It's 2.8, 2.6 pounds. So it's not that heavy. And that's everything. That's the box and everything. So this alone is probably less. But yeah, this thing is a beast, right? Look at this thing. It works really well. I mean, it looks like it's built well, I should say. And it's got protective guards. It's got the connector here, and you can obviously only connect it in one way, right? So, and it's got this little like plug here to protect it. It's got lights, right? So that's always nice. It's got your Type-C USB and A on the back side. So if you want to charge a phone or anything like that, if you're in the middle of somewhere and you don't have access and your phone's dying, guess what? The thing that's actually going to start up your car is going to charge up your phone too. So that's nice. That's pretty cool. It's got a protective cover on that too. What else does it have here? It tells you on the back side, like if you have errors, you know what to look for, right? So if error is this, then that means the jumper cables are incorrectly connected. So that's nice to know. Reverse them and then ensure proper connection. E1, due to extreme temperature, the starter does not work, right? So if this thing does get super hot, it'll actually turn itself off. E2, the car battery's low or dying. Right, and E3, after frequent short-term use, the starter is locked, right? So, I mean, it's pretty cool. So basically all it is number one, connect this to your battery, directly to your battery, right? Your red and black, your positive and your negative. You're ready, right? It'll tell you if you're ready on this screen. And then you press the start stop, right? And it should start your car up. So I don't have any dead batteries or anything like that. So I don't have anything to really test it on. But we're going to go through this and kind of review just the general specifications, find out what it's all about. And but I mean, you could tell the build quality here is excellent, no question about it. It's really cool. I'm definitely going to have that in my car. Let's look at the jumper cables. So now these are not bad, right? These are legit jumper cables. You know, I mean, they look like they're built well. You know, they're not like the little tiny chintzy ones. The cable's a little bit longer than the other one that I tested. So, and this only goes in one way. So the only way you can actually kind of incorrectly connect it is if you incorrectly connect it on the battery terminals. So the positive is obviously the red, negative is the black, or the ground. It comes with a little pouch, so you can kind of bring it along with you. So I'm going to be basically commuting long distance for the next few days. So it'd be nice to have in the car, you know. So kind of helps protect things. And it comes with the USB-A, USB-C cable, right? So if you want to charge your phone or anything like that, that's pretty cool. If you have your own personal phone charger, bring those cables with, so you can always use this. So let's check that out, actually. You know what? Let's connect our phone. Let's put all this stuff back. Let's connect our phone to it. Actually, let's see if I could turn this thing on. Comes charged, 97% already charged. That's pretty cool. That's a really nice screen too. Huh. Hold the light button right here and the lights turn on. I think if you hold it again, it turns it off. You could do blinking, right? Just quick tap, slow blink, and that's the SOS signal, right? SOS, right? Turn that off. So that's pretty cool, right? I mean, it's really nice. I mean, it's a really bright display, you know, and which works well in the sun and stuff like that. So that's nice. So, and then connecting this, let's see, it's on the other side. It's only one direction. Square. There's a square piece and a round piece. So I think I did that in kindergarten. So you shouldn't be a problem for anybody. And that's it, right? And all you got to do is connect it to a battery terminal. Check it out. It does gas engines, 8-liter gas engines, and 6.5-liter diesel engines. So yeah, I mean, it handles pretty big engines, no question about it. So you don't have to worry about it not having enough power to start your car up. But I remember in the old days when you had to basically like connect two cars together, it was just really a burden. You know, to find somebody that's willing to help you out nowadays is becoming like more and more difficult. No one even has jumper cables in their car anymore, you know, so typically people have AAA, which I would recommend anyway, you know, so that if you do get stuck on the road, that you can call on somebody to help you out, especially if you're not near any family members or friends that can help you. But to have something like this just gives you a little bit more reassurance that you're going to be able to do it on your own. You know, if it is a battery issue, you can kind of take this out. And it's just so convenient. You know, it's small. It'll like kind of fit in the trunk. You know, usually you have like those little like spots in the trunk that are kind of, you know, in the back corners that are, they can't fit much, you know, but you could fit something like this very easily. So, you know, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I wish I had a battery here that I can kind of test this out, but I don't, unfortunately. What I could do is I can go to the shed and then we can kind of connect it to the lawnmower and see if it starts that up, you know, and see what kind of like information it gives you. So let's do that. Let's go out to the shed, let's connect it to that battery and see what it tells us. Now, one of the things that they wanted me to do is kind of review this and compare it to some other models that I've seen. You know, and I did recently review an Handyman version of a jump starter. They reached out to me, they sent me the unit, I used it. That's the one where I thought that the cables were a little too short. You know, I'm happy to see that these cables are a little longer, you know, for sure. And this unit is about the same size. Maybe the Handyman is a little bit bigger. But I wanted to kind of show you the options. There is an EP166 version of Handyman that's 4,000 amps. It sells for $45.99. They have the EP177, which is the one that I tested. And the good thing about that one, and that's $69.99. The good thing about that one is it's not only a jump starter, it also has the air compressor, so you can actually, you know, pump your tires and stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool little option. But yeah, this one is very convenient and it's very specific to just jump starting and stuff like that. If I were to compare it to anything, it would probably be the EP166 by Handyman. That one was $45.99. This one sells for, the Etenwolf is $59.99, and it's basically about the same price range. It does handle both gas and diesel engines, about the same range also. This says 6.5 liter diesels. That one said 7, so I mean, you're talking half a liter. Gas 8, they're both 8-liter engines, or capable of charging or starting, I should say, the gas engines. So yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, they're both very good, viable options. You know, I'm not, you know, I do like the fact that these cables are definitely a little bit longer. That's going to come in handy. And honestly, I think these clamps are built a little bit better on this one too. So I'm sure, I know Etenwolf sells like separate air pumps that you can get, you know, portable air pumps, you know, and if I look closely at their website, they probably, and I'll share that link down below. And everything that you're seeing right here, and even what I'm talking about, the Andy Man, I'm going to actually put that link down below also, so you can compare and you can make the judgment call and find out which one works best for you. But let's go to the shed. Let's connect this and see what it shows on the screen. I'm curious to see what it says. All right, let's see what we got here. So there's the battery. We're going to plug this in, turn the puppy on. All right. 95%. Let's connect this and let's see what it says. Yeah, I definitely like this one a little bit better in terms of... All right, it says boost. What does boost mean? I guess that means it's ready and you can start her up. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't show any issues. There's no connectivity issues. So let's try that. Let's actually like disconnect this and then connect it incorrectly and then see what this thing says. Whoa, it beeps. There's an audible and it tells you, you know what? Turn it around. Pretty cool. I like that. It says boost, you're ready to go. So yeah, I mean, this is really nice. It's a really nice, and you can see how like crystal clear that screen is, right? I mean, it's like really cool. So I'm really impressed with this one a lot. I really am. I love the fact that it's got like really like decent clamps. The cables are a little bit longer. It kind of tells you when it's ready to start up. It's nice, you know? So, you know, it's just like everything else. You know, when you buy something, you want to make sure that it's a good quality one. There might be one that's a little bit cheaper out there, but get decent equipment, right? So that you know that when you're in a situation where you're going to need something like this, you have something that's reliable. You know, in Etenwolf, I'm impressed with their stuff. Their pumps, their air pumps, really good. You know, and typically when you start mixing things together, when you have pumps and lights and you know, jump starters and all that kind of stuff in one unit, they tend to kind of like degrade. Each one component is not quite as good. So yeah, I'm impressed with this, no question about it. So I'm going to keep this in the back of my car, and you never know, when I need a jump start, I got it. So a couple more things, right? I mean, this Helios J1 jump starter is really starting to warm up. I mean, I love this thing. This thing is so cool. The owner's manual is thorough. It's got an 800 number on it. You can contact them Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. They have a website. You can get a hold of them through email. It's got all the information in here. It's got it in multiple languages. I mean, give me a break, guys. You know, this is just like really good. The starting current is 800 amps in 2 seconds. Peak current is 2,000, right? Battery capacity, 16,000 milliamps or 59.2 watt hours. I mean, it's got a Type C input, the Type A. Charging time is 3 hours if this thing is dead, right? So that's good to know. But yeah, I mean, this is a really cool unit, no question about it. I kind of wish I had a few of them. And I connected it to my phone. And it says it's connected to a USB. So it kind of tells you right there. And it's charging up the phone as we speak. So, I mean, that's really cool. You know, I mean, honestly, I mean, to have something like this in your car is really, really helpful. No question about it. You know, I mean, it just gives you so much more of a sense of comfort knowing that you could be driving in the middle of nowhere, or, you know, and it takes hours. Sometimes even when you have AAA, it takes hours to get some help. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this thing. Thank you so much for sending this out. I do appreciate that. And we're going to store this in my car for now. And I kind of want another one. I want another one for my daughter, you know, so she can have a jump starter in the back of her car. Or maybe I'll give her this one. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just buy another one, right? They're inexpensive, guys, so And this carrying case is awesome. Woo! All right, put this in the back of the car. I did want to bring out the Edenman so you can see, Handyman, so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, it is a little bit bulkier, a little bit bigger. The digital screen is probably not quite as nice as this one. The clamps, you know, yeah, let me show you what I was talking about with the clamps. So they're definitely shorter, a little chintzier. And yeah, this is bulky too on the back end of this. But I mean, all the functionality and everything is there, you know, and the fact that you can actually pump tires with this also is a great bonus. So, you know, you could pump tires because it's probably a little bit bulkier because it has a pump in it. And I'm keeping this in my car. So I have basically an air pump and a booster, you know, jump starter in my car whenever I need it. So that comes in handy. So I'm kind of torn which one I want to put in the car. It is nice to have this because it has a pump in it, but it is a little bit more expensive too. So anyway, I'm going to keep this one in one of the vehicles, and we'll go from there. So just wanted to compare the Handyman with the Etenwolf, you know, in terms of build quality and stuff like that. Junko, thank you so much for sending this out to me. I do appreciate it. So, and again, full disclaimer for everyone, this was sent out to me for free to do an honest review, right? So, but I really truly believe that this is a good jump starter, and you can use this for your cars, your trucks, your work vehicles, motorcycles, all that kind of good stuff. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. All right, so I just want to point out a couple things. Number one, the owner's manual. It's really good, right? It's got the 800 number, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. It's got support.